We are definitely sure that that cannot happen, because if there was any sanity in DPP, the first people to resign were supposed, or to be fired, were supposed to be Jabe Mhango and Mark Bottoman. They came on the open to share money of COVID-19. And if we report that to World Health Organization, the relationship between Malawi and you is going to be sour, and the World Health Organization, because you cannot take advantage of a disease. The country at large is crying, is mourning, and you take that money that was supposed to save lives to start sharing it in front of the camera without share. And the government of the peaceful president, the government of development, don't fire them. I want to say this to Mr. Mutharika. The country has seen you, and no one likes you anymore. Because at least, if you're a good president, you could stand up and show that there are bad weeds in your farm. You could try to uproot some of the bad weeds, at least to give a signal, an impression that you are a caring president. But your quietness and your mutiness shows that you are sending your boys to do all this mess. Malawi is not happy. Mrs. Jenny Ansah, that's bullet, the following bullet. Mrs. Jenny Ansah preaches against underage registration, but she's part of the very syndicate. Everywhere we go, we find that Benny Piri talks this here, but he's doing a different thing. The president says he's a peaceful person, but his own party is beating people and killing people. Jenny Ansah said he's against underage registration, but she is part of the syndicate. How do we trust people like you? No ways. We can't. Now, if you say, hey, some people are against us, they don't give us respect, which child or what type of a child will respect the parent who does all these things in a house? We are talking about a family. What about a country where there are laws? Where there are laws which says if you break the law, you have to be taken to court. If you break the laws, you have to be penalized. Who will just accept it? You will rather kill all Malawians for you to be alone, and then you can continue doing this. But as far as democracy is concerned in Malawi, we are not going to relent, we are not going to let it go, we are not going to just watch. But we know it's only 2 months. You will not kill over 1 million people in 2 months' time. We will make sure the blood of those that you are killing will water this and see this third independence coming. Mr. President Peter Mutharika preached to be a peaceful man, yet he sends thugs and financed them to kill and disrupt peace, aimed at clinging into power. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. I was talking to heads of state in SADC. Why are they quiet when these things are happening? Some of them are ignorant. They say they don't know. So I asked them to do something, at least send a mission, send a task force without the government knowing, so that they can register the proof whether we are lying or we are telling the truth. It's pathetic to see a nation in the SADC family suffering the way we are suffering, people being burned as if we are under war, and the neighbors just watch. Yet we are fighting coronavirus together. Yet when any plague comes, we fight together. But when we are fighting for these elections, we are being killed alone. And the SADC just watch. African Union just watch. We want you to stand up. We talked about this. Please send your task force off the record. Don't send it on record, because if you send on the record, you'll be cheated. They'll take you to where they want you to see. But we want you to come as individuals. Watch how things are happening in Malawi. Last movie, my electoral commission, Mrs. Jenny Ansah, the TPEX president, must be ashamed, thinking that the country is foolish when members of parliament in Mulanje and other political parties, NLB, are intentionally registering young-aged. If it was me, this was the time that we could just surrender, because we have completely failed the country, we have completely failed the process, we have completely failed this thing that we call unity and good governance. I'm saying we because you are part of us, you are Malawians. So if it was up to me, if it was up to Muvi wa Chilungamo, this was the moment of washing hands to say we tried, but it's not working. What should we do? Let's not destroy our country. Let us now find means and modalities how we can move the country forward. Why? Because Malawi won't change, and we cannot change. That change is unchangeable. We cannot change the change that is coming, because change is coming. Therefore, let me ask DPP government, you have 60 days to do something that will be bearable to the people of Malawi. You have 60 days to do something that is appealable to the people of Malawi. Show that for 5 years you have taken the salary from our money. For 5 years you have developed your lives from our money. For 5 years you have made your names, because some of you had no names before. You have made names because of our taxes. In that particular, you should at least try to be human enough. Accept that government is about people, for people, by people, about people. Therefore, what means is, we had Kamuzu Banda, we have had Bakili Mlusi, we had late Bingwa Mutharika, we had Joyce Banda, we have you, Mr. Mutharika. After 2nd July, we'll have someone else. After 10 years or 5 years, we'll have somebody else. That is how democracy works. If you can agree on this point, you have the respect of Malawians. Today's movie ends here, and with the nomination paper submitted, on Saturday we'll have about an hour of helping each other, preaching one another, so that we can shape our leaders to be best leaders, so that when, even if it's DPP or if UTM Alliance, MCP come into power, they should learn a lot from our college of Network 21. I'm Sanders Juma, Commander-in-Chief of Muvi wa Chilungamo. You are all great people. Hail Muvi wa Chilungamo, hail! Hail Muvi wa Chilungamo, hail! You should do the same, because this is the time of excitement. Hail Muvi wa Chilungamo, hail! Thank you very much.